Oh, volume turned down on the mic. All right, that first 15 minutes has started. Uh, kind of wanted. I kind of like that long this morning, straight out the gate, where that we had like a little 5 minute breakout here. But man, the market, the candles just look like straight ass. So I just wouldn't. Didn't like the candles. Didn't like the candles. Super choppy this morning. Hmm. All right. Good morning. Happy pre Thanksgiving, everyone. If you celebrate the Thanksgiving holidays, I know some people don't celebrate Thanksgiving because either they don't have family here or, they're at home. They live in a town where they don't have family. That'd probably be me if I lived in a place that I didn't have family around. Woo! I don't know. What are you thinking? A choppy day, possibly, fish lips, since totally it's a day before a holiday. Definitely no funded accounts today. We're going to probably stay away from our funded accounts today, just being before a holiday. It could just be super erratic today because of the holiday. So let me turn on my thing real quick. Uh, oh, no, no. 25 400s. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be all in on a long above 240. That'll be at the high of the London. So if we take longs, that's probably going to be our first target, and we'll just have to see what happens at that 40 level. But above the London high, we're definitely going to be in all in on longs. Yeah, I'm going to probably be streaming tomorrow morning to Fish Lips, even though I don't know what kind of price action we're going to get being on Thanksgiving. But I figure it'll be the last of the London session, and I'm assuming that's what it is. It'll be the London trading. So last Friday was horrible for me, man. I had a super tilt Friday after I got off the stream. It was horrible. We gotta put that day behind us and move forward. How are you guys doing this morning? Is everyone over here trading today, or are we just watching charts? I like to watch charts a lot. Like that's my favorite thing to do. Oh, nice with the payout for Bulenox. Yeah, I like drinking coffee, watching charts. That's most of the time what I do, like early in the morning. Like if I'm up, like at 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, just sit here and watch Trading View or something. So, what's up there, K and G? A lot of people should be on vacation today, or a lot of people's visiting family today, so it could be quiet today. Be my guess. I did try this little long here on this 5 minute breakout. I probably could have got close to what? Close to almost 30 points, but it was so close, and I didn't like all these wicks, so we kind of stayed out of it. So we had like a nice little 5 minute trend line breakout this morning. So you would have been long down in the 90s. So you would have been long about 93, 94 over in this area once we kind of we took a few points out of it, but it's this time of the day. I don't really like to be in trades if I can't help it. This line here, I want to say is the 50% of this total leg here. So I was kind of looking for a 50% pullback this morning to see if that's going to hold. So if you pull fib on this whole leg here, I want to say that's the 50% move. No, that was the 40%. The 50% is here, and that's right on top of your VWAP at the 70. So definitely have a long bias today, guys. The only way that we'll be looking for short, if we can find structure below this 140, which is our overnight low of the London session. So this is the London session low. We had a little peekaboo out here. I thought about trying to short it this morning, and I thought we would continue selling off until the New York opened, but we recovered that and went straight back up. So this is why I kind of feel like long bias today, because most times we hit the bottom of London, we're going back to the top. So yeah, I might definitely look for a short, like I said, if we can close. And I may even do the 15 minutes. I'm hoping the 15 minutes doesn't push down this morning. I would prefer it to push up. Oh, the 100 lines up perfectly with the overnight fib. Good morning, Clarity Trader. How are you doing today? Do you pull it from the low? I think my fib may be a little different. I don't know. I pulled it from the low here. Or is that the no? I need to go to my Streamlabs so I can remove that real quick. Let me do that real quick while I'm thinking about it. It won't take but a minute. Let me find my... we do have some news this morning, guys, so we have to be aware of that too. So let me bring that up real quick while we're doing this. So if you're new here over on TikTok, where I get my news is investing.com. So just go over to investing. Sorry about the super bright white page. I know it can be kind of blinding. But anyway, just go over to tools after you log on into investing.com, select economic calendar. Then you just kind of stroll down and see what news we had. We did have, looks like some Great Britain news this morning. I think that's what that little bump was here at 7:30 this morning. In 50 minutes, we got Chicago PMI numbers. We don't want to buy nothing. And I guess we already had that at 8:30. Okay, so maybe that other bump was the initial job claims that I was seeing. Then we got new home sales. Then for anybody that trades crude oil is also today. Then the rest of the day it just looks like a bunch of like speakers and stuff. But the first 50 minutes of the day, just be aware that we have news. That way, if you are in a trade, kind of protect your profits. Give me a minute. I got to take something off of my cloud bot over here. Okay. Probably not going to be any funded accounts today. It's probably just going to be evals just because it's the holiday. I really don't know what kind of price action to expect today. We had fairly decent movement overnight, a good 200 points. I think I actually got on here and took a few little scalps with the Methodical Man last night. I'm usually not that. I usually not struggle, but I don't do very good on that slow market with the Asia market. You definitely got to have patience to trade that Asia market. Let me also look at a 15-minute chart because I think that'll help me better with the, let's see. Find that real quick. Yes. $15 minutes. Oh. Yesterday was a okay trading day, so the only time I actually made a mistake is whenever I was actually on the wrong size account. Other than that, everything was a good day yesterday. I was trying to get my 15-minute chart over here. I don't know if you might not be able to see it as well on the short screen. We also got yesterday's open and close all the way down back at the 25,000, but I don't know if we make it back down there. Like I said, we're going to be long bias all the way, especially above the 240s. So what we're going to do is mainly, hopefully we can get out of this London. So right now we're trading within the London session. And most of the time, if we can break away from the highs and lows of the London, most of the time we'll continue in that direction for most of the morning until you get some kind of reversal later that night. And pull fib on this. Let's see. Looks like 200's that 50% pullback on the 15 minutes here. This corner off to the left is the 15-minute chart. Can't really tell where that wick's at. Just remember, guys, it's a day before a holiday. It could be a lot of wiki price action. We also have 3-star news, so be aware of that. So we could just chop around until the 10 o'clock hour until news kind of comes. I have a long bias. We will definitely be all in long as far as holding that long as we can once we're above 240. And we'll be looking for at least 340 to 360 will be our target. Are most of you guys having big family dinners tomorrow? Sorry, one of my chats fell down. Sorry about that. Is there anybody here that's in charge of all the cooking? Or is this mostly wives and girlfriends and grandmothers and moms that's doing all your cooking? Mom. Yeah, your mom. Yep. For me, it'll be the wife and the mother-in-law that'll be doing probably most all of our cooking. Then I think I think Sydney's supposed to bring a few things. I forget, she's supposed to bring like some sugar cookies, some rolls, or something like to that nature. Bear. Be careful if you're trading bear today until we kind of get an idea what the price action is going to look like. So our first 15 minutes is set. So just don't really know what the price action is going to be like just because it's before a holiday. So we don't have like a lot of I'm assuming the big investors to push the market. So it's going to be more kind of a retail trader kind of day, where usually those type of trading days, you get a lot of wiki action because you don't have the normal, like where stuff holds up. Like you'll see it too. Cause most of the time, like your whole number will hold up, or you just get, used to a certain way the market moves. Then you just have those days it doesn't respect those levels. All right, here's our new 15-minute candle. I wouldn't mind seeing one of these quick manipulations where it pushes down like this and goes back out the top. That's what I'd like to see. Try not to burn it up today. I don't think most people trade on this day. I'd like to thank everybody for joining me on pre-Thanksgiving Day. We might even be streaming in the morning for a couple hours. I don't know what the market will have to offer on Thanksgiving. I'm pretty sure it'll be like Snellville, but we may show up anyway for a few hours. It's not like we do a whole bunch Thursday morning. You're up 300. You better put that thing away. Is that a funded? So like I said, man, I really don't want to see this thing break out beforehand, but it could. Oh, man, it's going to be so tempting here. Oh, no eval? Well, I definitely wouldn't be taking no more funded trades today. If you're up $300 already. That sounds like you're trading on minis over there, Bear. You need to get off them minis because that sounds like mini trading. Oh, not funded. Oh, okay. Eval. Okay. Okay. We'll let you slide on the eval. I'm so long biased. Like, man, I don't really want to jump into this on the breakout. Don't judge me. I don't want you to call me with them sad stories of doing some stuff that I tell myself not to do, and I do it sometimes myself. So I can't really get too frustrated because I had one of those days last Friday. I've been so good like all month long. Then you may tell you where I get myself in trouble is whenever I decide to trade after I'm off the stream. If I'm on the stream, I'm usually a lot more stricter with myself. But man, if I start trading off stream, there's no one here to stop me or to watch. Nobody's watching. Let me just do something stupid over here in full port. That's usually the worst for me. Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Course. Thank you guys for watching today. All right, 10 minutes. I was trying to take this long where you see this trend line. This was a 5-minute trend line break this morning. If you pulled your little trend line from the top, here's your second leg, which we did break the second leg. And this is where you would have took your first target. And then your next one's going to be up here at 40. So you're looking for like 30 points. It got close to getting 30 points. I mean, do we get a 3-night salute this morning? Look at this pullback right here with these 3 5-minute candles. I missed this the other day. We had this similar setup, but unfortunately, it's to the downside, which I'm not a fan of. But anyway, we had this same setup, but it was the opposite the other day. We pushed to the top of the 15 minutes and had 3 little bull flag setup, and it exploded out of the opening. Do we get the same thing here today, but explode to the bottom to the downside? So. Or do we just get like 20 candles of up, 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 up? We're doing evals and copy trading 2 accounts today. Like I said, just a quick reminder, we have news at 10 o'clock this morning. So if you're in a trade around the top of the hour, just try to protect your profits, maybe get to a break-even spot or lock in some profit just in case you get wicked out. You don't want to get a nasty wick to just run everything. Now, the only thing that you run into with news sometimes, they might not be any there to buy your orders, and it can just go through your orders and you get filled way down or something. That sucks when that happens too. But usually you don't get that unless it's like big time news like NVIDIA numbers or FOMC meeting numbers or those type of numbers. Interest rate numbers. Like it has to be like major red flag news to get that type of price action that moves so fast that it doesn't fill you or take you out of your order. That's why a lot of prop firms don't allow you to trade news. Because most time people's like, well, I had my order on, didn't happen, or most time they won't even hear it. You just pretty much crap out of luck. Ooh, it's breaking early. I'm hoping I'm so bullish today, like especially above 40, above 240, guys. If we can print above 240 and find like a little wick pullback, we'll definitely be getting long above that 240 area. Let me bring my 15-minute chart up here and see what it looks like. Oh. Woo, do we go straight up at opening? That's what we had yesterday. Sometimes those are hard to catch when they go straight up like that. We just broke out. We're going to probably close there too. Man, it's so tempting, guys. So tempting. But I got in early yesterday and I got wicked out and I missed the whole trade. So that's kind of what happened yesterday. So I got in before the market opened. I was looking for shorts too. I got wicked out and that thing sold down 200 points. So we missed the whole trade because it happened so fast. I'm hoping it just hovers around here right before the market opens. That's the way it looks a lot cleaner. It looks cleaner that way instead of going straight up here. So I like that, the fact that we're pushing up, pulling back. I want to see another slow grinding 5-minute candle. Here's a new 5-minute candle. All right, so this will be the last 5-minute candle before the market opens here, guys. So what you have to look for on this next candle, let's just say at 8 o'clock, it pushes up. So what you have to kind of anticipate is a 50% pullback of your 15-minute candle, which that means that you would have to pull back to retest the 200s here. So you could get one of those deals. If it can pull back, hold that 200 as we're pushing up, I will definitely like the longs much better if we get that 50% pullback on that 15-minute candle. And that's a nice number too. If you can pull back, retest that whole number, then go, that would be nice. Oh, man. I should have got coffee before we started. Bear, where'd you make your $300 at? Where'd you get long or short at to make that? Because we got some pretty ugly candles here. Look at all these big wick candles. This is what I hate trading here. Because a lot of times what happens is, so if this holds, this could be a nice support level here at the 205 because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to 8 candles here on the 5 minutes and all these wicks. So that could be a nice support area here if this area holds. But what makes wicks, a lot of these wick like type days suck is it's so hard to get a nice fluent move because we're constantly taking out taking out wicks. So it makes the day. Did you say you always full board? Oh my goodness, come on. Now this is a 3 candle pullback. So all right, 2 minutes. We almost got that 200 pullback, so we got the 50% pullback. Man, it's so hard for me not to jump in this because we got this happened before market. Son of a bee, man. Look, 50% pullback, then rip. 50% pullback on that 15-minute previous candle. Woo, it's so hard not to jump into this. I'm hoping that we get a nice little print, a little wick retest with the 5 minute, then to the moon here. Did you take it off the 200? If it wasn't so close to opening, I mean, that was like perfect. Perfect on the 50% pullback. Man. All right, 1 minute left, guys. 1 minute left. Come on, give us a pullback. Let me pull fib on this 5 minute real quick and see. Woo-hoo. All right, it's going to open right up on the top of this 15-minute candle. Oh, come on. I hate that we're so close to that 40. All right, 7 seconds, 7 seconds, 5 seconds. All right, 50% of the candle. I'm already at break even. All right, we're at break even. Careful, guys. This is very dangerous to do this. I'm only doing this on a eval. I'm scared about that 40 level up there. Okay, we break that 40. We should go hard. Woo, there's that 40. Come on, lose the 40. We should get a nice trade above that 40, guys. Come on, go. No, don't come back and get my runner. Damn it. Stay. No, this is like price action we got to worry about today, guys. These wicks are nasty. Damn it. Our runner's going to get stopped out. Come on. Stay. Get above the 40. Whew. Come on. 3 minutes left. We need this next candle to print and stay above 40. Remember, guys, this is a weird trading day with being a day before the holiday. Man, this price action is wicky as crap right now. Two minutes left. 2 minutes. Come on. Damn it. This price action is insane right now. Definitely not clean. Definitely not clean price action. This will get you in trouble jumping in at the top of these candles. To the moon. Woo. You should be done trading. You're already up $400. Bear, put it away. This is just 2 micros I'm trading, so I can risk a little bit or I can have a bigger stop loss. To control issues. Well, you must have put some of those control issues on me last Friday. I had to forget last Friday. That last Friday's dead to me. Still crappy price action, guys. These big nasty wicks, it's going to make today's trading so hard. But if we can stay above 40, we should continue up higher. So 40 is kind of your line in the sand here. I'm hoping I can get a print above 40 with a nice wick into it and just rip straight up. But we got to stay above 40. Damn it, we're getting back below 40. I mean, nasty, nasty price action with these big wicks. We got less than 40 seconds left. Come on, let's go. Print. No, damn it. Boy, this thing is testing my freaking stop loss down here, or my break-even spot. I'm trying to hold on so hard, like, don't come back and get me. All right, we're about to have a new candle. We got 20 seconds left. This next candle, we need to see to the moon. We need to go up there and test those 90s and 300s. I just hope we don't have to have like some kind of 50% pullback. So if you pull fib on this, oh. Go, rip, rip. Stay above the 40. It should rip. But who knows? This candle is nasty. The 50% of this candle is still sitting around that 40 range. Oh, no, it's not. Damn it. Sitting right there. It opened at the 50% of this candle. There's the wick, little baby wick. Hopefully that holds. Another retest of the 40. There's your 40 retest. We need that 40 to hold. And that's your London high. That's why I keep saying 40 over and over. That's your London high. If you follow the ICT kill zones, that I've talked about quite a bit, you'll see that 40 level is your key area. And you could have even waited to take this trade instead of getting in early and waited for that little wick retest of this green line that you see on my screen. But this is also a day before a holiday, so who knows what the price. I mean, you can see the price action. This is not normal price action. It is garbage price action. I mean, that's why it's so dangerous to jump in at the top of candles. You really want to jump in on new candles. You do not want to be jumping in on a green candle that's going straight up, because this is what'll happen right here. You're getting these 20-point pullbacks, and if you're over leveraged, you're effed. Come on, let's expand. I wish this trade happened earlier here, that one where we got that 50% pullback on that 15-minute candle off the 200. I mean, that was the sweet spot there, guys. I don't know. We still may get stopped out here. 40 can't hold. We're probably going to get stopped out. I want to see this get moving higher. This way we can take our profit at least up to 40. Ah, shit. Maybe this wick will save us. That's one wick. If it gets through this wick, you're probably going to hit the top of that 15-minute again. And this may just be a 15-minute retest. All right, so that might have been a manipulation to the top part, since that 40 did not hold, and we could be going straight out the bottom. So we still got 1 minute left on this candle. So like I said, that 40 should have been your line in the sand if you're already long. Back inside the 15 minutes. And this may have to be one of the days we just go and take our profit and not look for the big runners, because that's what we're looking for. We were looking for the big runners. So we were actually up almost, to the 75 up here? So almost a 50 points in the green. But we were looking to try to carry it over into the 300s, because we thought if we could break these 50s, we'd at least get a 300 push here. Nasty. All right, about to have a new candle. Right now, it looks like that London high is holding there at the 40s. So since we cannot get close above this 40 level, if we stay below the 40, we could push all the way down to 140 here. And that would be your London lows. So far, the price action has definitely not been that great today, guys. Super wicky so far. I'm kind of waiting to see what happens with this next 5-minute candle and see if it can stay below the London lows. If we stay below London highs, if we stay below the London highs, we'll probably end up getting a flush down to the 140s to the London low. It's kind of like this type price action where you're at the London highs and it just kind of run those, well, not about the low, but from the area that we have marked out. Whew. Look at these pullbacks, guys. Insane. Wow. It's definitely pushing the patience this morning, guys. Definitely pushing patience this morning here. Where am... Yeah. We got 1 minute left with this candle here. Today is definitely a nice day not to over leverage. $30 seconds left. 30 seconds. We're going to go. I'm going to break even faster because of the whippy price action we have, guys. Runner may get stopped out again. It did. Price action is super dirty today, guys. Super dirty. It may be one of those deals where we're just going to have to start just taking our 10 points and not anticipate runners, because so far all my runners have been stopped out. Here's those London highs that we're kind of looking at right here. If this 3-minute candle or this 5-minute candle can kind of hold off a little bit, maybe find support above the 15 minutes above the London high without ripping and leaving us behind. We may get left behind on here. If we are going to find an entry, we'll definitely use that green line as my line in the sand, guys. Still 2 minutes left on this. And we're just going to be entering with 2 micros also. I guess Chicago PMI numbers are already released. I mean, everything still looks really green at the moment. It's green on all the time frames except the 1 day. NVIDIA's red on the higher time frames, but NVIDIA is still super green here on the 5 and 15 minute and the hourly. So we'll see what happens with this next 5-minute candle. You want to see kind of a little pullback here if we can before it does rip. But like I said, whatever happens, this green line is going to be my line in the sand here. And that'll be your London highs. And we're only entering on 2 micros, so we're going to be entering super low. So 40, 50 bucks max as far as losses go. You can see this price action is super wicky. So it's hard to jump in unless it's a new candle. You don't really want to jump in on. Here comes the 60. So you're looking at like a 20-point stop. %, held. I'm hoping we can at least get our 10 points up here at this wick. And we may even play the 50. We really don't want to lose this 50% here. So I may even cut my losses early if it pulls back more than 50% of this candle. Right now we're at 30% of the candle, 38%. Above this wick, we're going to go to break even if we make it above the wick. All right. Oh, come on. Don't. It failed me. First target hit. We're going to take it to the bottom of this wick here and see if this wick can hold us. So the classic big candle, 40% pullback, kind of get long and stay bullish. But you can see these wicks are in. See, it's not even filling my order. Come on, dude. Look at there. It didn't. I'm stuck in a trade. Son of a bitch, man. Let's fucking. God damn it. God damn it. Sorry, my language, guys. My thing is stuck. There it goes. What the hell? Sorry about that. Got frustrated there. I was stuck. It wouldn't close me out. That was dirty. Let me close this copier. I don't know if that has something to do with the copy because I was copy trading. I'm going to take that copy trader off. All right, copy trader is off. I mean, this right price actions just come out, just plumb out dirty, guys. So this is why we're going to break even fairly fast today. We're just going to get our 10 points break even. 10 points break even because this will just rip your face off if you're over leveraged. So we're being super cautious today. That's why I'm just telling you guys what I'm doing. I think I lost some profits on that one because one account I'm up 90 and the other I am up just 46. So that didn't close out my entry. As y'all can see, it kind of went back through it. So I think it cost me $50 because of that. Because I'm up 90 in one account and only 46 in the other because we were copy trading. That was dirty. That was so dirty of you, copy trader. Oh, it did the same thing to you, Fish Lips? Yeah, I don't know what that was, dude. It just went right through my order. And I'm sitting here hitting the close button. I'm like, close. Oh, so I think it cost me like $50 in my profit. I'm just glad we're not over leveraged. This way, if something does like that happen, which I turned off my copy trader, so I don't know if that had something to do with it because I was copy trading 2 accounts. I was trying to get that one good trade this morning. That way we can just pretty much be done. I almost wish I would have took profit a while ago when I was up 40 or 50 points. But I was being greedy, thought we would at least go up to the 300s. We're back inside the opening 15-minute candle again, guys. Just cannot get away from this level. So what's going to happen is I'm probably not going to re-enter, and whatever, if it's just going to leave me behind. So this is what I was saying about jumping into bullish or just big candles out the gate because we're getting this type price action. So let's just say, hey, I think I'm going to jump in above 60, and it basically just goes up a little bit and just rips your face off. So if you can, just try to jump in only on newer candles when they print, if they print above the level that you're watching. That's probably the safest way, because that way if you do get a little bump, you can just go to break even real quick or just get out of the trade totally if it goes against you. So just be careful jumping in new candles, because the pullbacks have been every bit of like 15, 20 point pullbacks. And if you're over leveraged with like a couple minis, and if you're on a small account, you'll just get destroyed. So now we're having a nice little sell-off. So hopefully we can save a little bit room on this candle. Look at the bottom of this 15 minutes at the 180. I'm thinking we at least get a little push to the 40 here. We may run into some resistance because we got about 5 or 6 candles down here. Nice. What levels are you trading today? What have you just been taking those 200 bounces, fish lips? Because this done bounced off this 200 probably what, 4 or 5 times? The 25 level? Nice. If we can just walk away with 50 bucks in the green, I'd be okay with that. I'm not trying anything too crazy today. Even if it's just a break-even day, I'll be okay with that. Because we're up $1,000 for the week in this account. And definitely do not want to mess that up today and, between the next couple days. Oh, my goodness. We got to get outside this 15 minutes or something. Thank everybody for showing up today. Hope you're enjoying your day off work if you're off today for the Thanksgiving holidays. The day before Thanksgiving, try not to eat a lot and save it all for tomorrow and just binge eat tomorrow. All right, 1 minute left before this candle. So let's pull fib on this candle. Let's see if we can get a little pullback and retest those 200s after hitting the 75s, then just dump here. Come on. All right, just closed out below the 15-minute range on the bottom side. Save us a little bit, candle. Save us a little bit. Come on, save us a little bit. Yeah, I can't jump in unless we print a new candle, guys. Yeah, you don't want to jump in this crap and it just wick all the way back up 50, 60 points, guys. I was hoping we could get in and target these 40s down here. At least get our 10 points in. 20 seconds left, 20 seconds left. You want to see it hit the 75 to 80 range, hopefully. And then... come on, go. Ah, damn it. It didn't even give me a chance to pull back in there. It happened so quick. God dang it. See if we can get a retest. It didn't even give us time to jump in, guys. It just happened so fast. I mean, didn't even get a pullback here. I guess I'll wait and see if we break this 40 range here. This is our London low here. Very dangerous here. My line in the sand will be 75, 76 area because that's where the 15 minutes range is. If it pulls back, we're going to try to add. Because NVIDIA is moving back. No, NVIDIA is still kind of pushing down. Yeah, I just might have got my face ripped off on this one, guys. Yep. There's the 15 minutes. Yep. Son of a bitch. So that puts us like 60, 70 bucks in the red. We're still going to look, like I said, look for shorts here. And see if this is the retest. Pull fib on this candle. Let's see if the 200s holds. And that's your 60% pullback. You're still frozen. I had that issue earlier on my last entry. Are you stuck in a trade, Java? Like, were you able to at least get out? If we get tagged in, this 15-minute right here is going to be my stop loss. Ah, shit on bitch. I hate it. Here we go. Come on. Give me my 10 at least. Damn it. Okay, we're going to have to get stopped out on this one because if this candle here, we're just going to be at the top of this candle here. This way, if it wicks back. This price action is super tough, guys. Son of a bitch, we're stuck again. I don't even know if it's going to fill me if it hits my damn target because it's messing up still. Look at there. It took me out of my orders. I don't even know what happened. It didn't even give me my profit. What? What just happened? Oh, yeah, it did. Never mind. I forgot we lost. We were in the red. I don't know, man. Guys, be careful. This stuff is not working right. Yeah, I heard somebody else say that too, Matt, that Top Step just went down. I'm having the same issue over here. Like, I'm getting stuck in orders. I'm freezing up. So, like, I don't even know how I got stopped out. Like, I don't even know what happened. Like, why did it reject my order? Because I was trying to hold this stop loss here at the bottom of this 15-minute candle, and I thought my stop loss was there, but this is pretty scary price action. I'm not sure what's going on today. You would think since there's not as many people trading that the market would be running fairly smooth as far as, you know, connectivity issues. I'm just going to sit on the sidelines for a few minutes and just wait and see what happens with the market and see if we can get away from this wiki price action. So if we ended our stream now, we would basically be $20 in the green. I wanted to target the 40s, so that was going to be my target, whether you see this big red line on my screen. Because I knew if we couldn't break that, we're probably going back up because that's the lows that we have marked out. You can see it over here. But instead, I'm not really sure what happened with that last trade. It rejected my order and basically took me out of my runners. And we're up 90 on the other account. Top Step fumbled you. Are you still stuck in the trade, Matt? Or do you have something that you can see if it closed? Because that would suck. There's nothing worse than getting... This is kind of what happened to me a few weeks ago that caused me to lose. Oh, it never got placed. Okay, I got what you're saying. Yeah, that would have been a nice one to either 140. You're talking about you were short from 175. You were looking for 175 down to 140. I know. I even upped the leverage a little bit because I was like, man, we're gonna probably break out of that 15 minutes down there. At least get a push down to the 40s. And so I had 2 contracts left. I was going to try to take one off at the 40 and see if we get the blast through the 40, but my other runner would have got stopped. Wow, we're about to blast back out the top of the freaking other side again, guys. I mean, this is just insane right now. It's like we're stuck in the London session. Here you go. Here's those kind of highs and lows from that London area overnight in these kill zone areas. So this is why we wanted to target the 40 down here, because you had all these wicks. So you kind of anticipate at least a little bounce there because, you know, if you got 5 or 6 5-minute candles there, it's going to bounce. If you... Oh, where did you get long at, from the 50 fish lips? Or the 75? The 175? Java, are you still frozen? Did you get out of your account? Or were you using Top Step? Dude, that sucks. Especially the day, you know, a holiday made like that. That's pretty good. I was trying to go from 175 to 40. I'm thinking if we can lose 40, man, we should get a nice drop. This was 50 to 60% of this whole move down, so we could be moving back down here, guys. Did they at least keep your order on there? Did you already have the order placed? What do you mean, like no blue? Is that the sell limit marker type thing? So pretty interesting price action this morning. It's a definitely you got to take your profit today. Today is definitely a day to take your profit because it's been just wicking back and forth so hard. And I think I cost myself $100 because I was up $40 or $50 on this trade here where we went up to almost 70, 80. But I didn't take profit because I was shooting for the 325s up there. All right, we're back at the bottom of the 15 minutes. Did we get another retest of the 40 down there? Be careful if you're trading, guys. Everybody's kind of reporting some issues with being frozen or getting stuck in trades. I've had multiple trades happen to me, so just be aware of that. I've heard Top Steps had a few issues. I know Bulinox is having a few issues, but that's the only two I know. I want to say I feel like Java. Don't you use Top Step also, Java? All right, here we go. About to have a new candle. I like us below this 15 minutes here. If this area could hold. 5 seconds left. Shit. It wouldn't even let me put my order on. Let's see if it'll let me join in if I just hit the sell button. Well, it'll let me hit it if I hit the sell button. Just kind of testing the waters here. The 75 is kind of my line in the sand here. If it looks like it's going to push back above the 75, and I feel like I even got a bad feel. I feel like I tried to join in. Guys, this is just 2 micros too. See if the top of this holds here. Man, might get wrecked on this one. Like I said, 2 micros, guys, 2 micros. I'm trying to be right above this 21 and 9 EMA here. Whew. Dirty, dirty, dirty today, guys. Look at this dirty candle. Man. Hopefully 200 is going to be kind of our line in the sand here. Come on. Another 200 rejection. So look at this dirty price action. You got to have your stop loss where it kind of needs to be, because today is just insane right now. Give me my 10, then I'll be, oh, son of a bitch. Damn it. Come on, this dirty ass shit, man. Boy, this is some choppy mess. If you're trading this, please just trade this with a few micros, guys. Be careful with the minis today. This is insane. All right, so we're in 3 micros. We were trying to take the re-break of that 15-minute range candle. So, I mean, look at this insane, like, body wick pullbacks. Did that thing not fill me a while ago? Because look. Or was that the last order? Maybe that was the last order that went down there. We got to watch that, because we're having issues with our orders getting filled today. All right, about to have a new candle. Run to the bottom of the range. That'd be good for me if it runs back to the bottom of this range, because that'll get my at least my stop out here. Oh, it didn't break it. Come on, break that green line. We should get a push. Wonky price action, guys. I think if I get out of this trade, it's going to probably be my last trade of the morning. I think I'm just going to watch price action for a little bit. I know, Aaron, someone else had messed up with Top Step. My orders got messed up a little bit ago. Like it rejected my orders. So I think quite a few of us are having issues this morning. Come on, run it down there. If I can hit my first target here, we're just going to go to this green line I have marked out here, and that'll be the bottom of the 15-minute candle. No, it did not, dude. That was so dirty. So dirty. It didn't even feel. Come on. Oh, what the hell? Oh, my goodness. The 15-minute chart. I don't know if you can see the 15-minute chart from over there. I mean, look at these ugly 15-minute candles. They're dirty. I'll put it back on in a minute. Let me hit my first target. Hopefully it filled me. We're going to go to pretty much break even. This way, if it just comes back and stops us out, we're not getting destroyed. And I'll switch over to the 15 minutes if you want to watch the 15 minutes. Whoa. You're a mini queen. You got to be a micro queen today. I mean, watch this. We're probably a runner's about to get stopped out. I mean, I just don't see how it survives. The mini will destroy you today, trader. Unless you get like bounces. If I was going to trade a mini, it has to be off levels. It cannot just be jumping in on a mini, because this price action will destroy you jumping in on a mini. You need to get like either like pull your Fibonacci, or like that 40 area down here that we have marked out. Now, if we lose this area here, it should be downtown. Like, we should get a nice sell-off if we can lose this 40. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay in it, because if it stops me out, I'm definitely probably not going to jump back in anytime soon. This is also the 15-minute chart. Somebody wanted to see the 15-minute charts. I just was waiting for my first target to get hit, then we'll switch over to the 15 minutes. I'm going to target probably 110 or 112 or maybe even 118. That'd be at the bottom of these wicks here. So that'd be right there. So we're just going to target the bottom of these wicks. Just got to get through the 40s here. We lose those 40s, you should get a nice push. Come on, 15 minutes. No, rejected again off the 40s. No, that just burnt somebody's day if you got in late. Did your orders get hit, Aaron? Or Aaron? Oh, you can't even sign in, so you don't know if your order got filled or if it rejected your order. Matt, the other guy that's in our lobby named Matt, he might already left, but he said his orders didn't get filled either because he was looking for a bounce off the 40. I think he said he had a resting order at 40, and which I understand. We had a lot of resistance down here around this 40 area. That was a long, nasty trade. And I think Java over here in the YouTube lobby, I think he does Top Step too, if I'm not mistaken. Man, this opening 15 minutes has been a straight magnet, guys. I don't really know, Nick. I don't. I've only traded maybe what around the Thanksgiving for the last 2 years, and I don't remember what from year to year was like. I just know anytime a day before a holiday or the day after a holiday, the price action is usually pretty crappy. This is why we stayed away from our funded accounts today. Today was just strictly evals and probably won't do another funded account trade until next Monday. So we'll have to just get away from this whole holiday price action. Because right now, I mean, today's a day to either wreck your accounts or just have a crappy red day. We've kept our accounts pretty small all day, Nick. For most part, every trade I've entered has been with either 2 micros. I think a while ago I had 3. Then I had believed in the 15 minutes. I think I had 5 while ago, and I got the first, but for some reason, that's whenever we had some kind of glitch, and it shut down my contracts, like it filled them. And on Top Step, I guess Top Step was having some issues where their stuff crashed this morning. I don't know if it's Top Step or if it's Project X that went down. I'm not sure. So they might have had some issues with Project X today. I mean, we're pretty much just running back and forth between the London high and the London low. I mean, that's pretty much our range at the moment. Besides this big push out here. I'll leave it on here for a few minutes. This is the 15-minute charts. We'll switch back to the 5-minute. Bear, did you push the button anymore, or did you sit on the sidelines? Hopefully, if whatever prop firm you're using, if you had issues, hopefully they'll fix your accounts. If like Top Step, if you're using Top Step and you got stuck in a trade, hopefully they'll fix it for you. I guess either Top Step or Project X crashed today or a little bit ago. I don't know if they're back up because I don't use Project X. It's just by what someone was saying in the lobby. And I saw another guy over here say he's frozen, but I think he does use Top Step, but I'm not positive. All right, so we're gonna be a little bit more patient now. We need to get a print outside of the opening 15 minutes. So far, we have not had a print outside those levels. There's just been basically wicks back and forth. So we're stuck basically in a 60 plus 20, so 80 point price range. So maybe if this candle here, we got 2 minutes left, if it can just push up right here, then the next candle print and just give a little retest of this area, then maybe we would like the longs here. But I really don't want to push up, then just wick all the way back down. The 200 level, that's your price of control around the 190 area. 190 to 200 is your price of control. And we're no longer copy trading. We're just doing the one single account. I had to make up $70 of red, so we're only up $40 and $90 in the other. So no big time money this morning. Just trying to keep it small because of the price action. So let's see what happens with this next candle here. If we can push above the 15 minutes and close above this level here. Oh, that London. Oh, 35 is where that. Maybe this next candle will push us up, take out the 270s and 80s here. All right, 3 seconds left. Yeah, not the fill I wanted, but damn it, we got stuck at my green line. That's the London high there. Yeah, we got stuck there. I was wondering if we were going to get stuck. I was trying to get in a little bit sooner. I will play the pullback, though. I'll pull fib and just be below the 50% of this candle. So basically back down at the 200s. First target I hit, break even, though, just because of the price action we're having. I'd rather just re-enter on a pullback if it comes back and stops me out. No runner has paid today, guys. Damn it. I'm going to wait till we break this 35 level. because that's your London, kind of like the overnight, the ICT kill zones. Still got 3 minutes left on this candle. We got this wick up here that we can target. It's definitely been a 10-point day. You're a button pusher. I mean, I'm liking the long here. If we stay above the 15 minutes, we stay above this green line. I'm just trying to keep from just jumping in at the top of the candle. So I'm waiting for a new print candle. I'm going to break even fairly fast here. We had another retest of that 15 minutes, so that's why we jumped in. We got it kind of marked here. You can't see it that well, probably on screen. Pretty much the same entry I had a while ago. So the blue line here is the 15-minute opening range for my 9 o'clock one. And this green line is the high of the overnight London session before the New York AM pushed it up here. I don't know if my stop loss needs to be at the bottom of that candle. We got 1 minute left on this candle. You really need to see this 1 minute print above this green line here. And hopefully we'll get another push up to the 300s. If you want those levels, it's marked up under ICT kill zones. It's right here at 36. Come on. Got 30 seconds left on this candle. I heard somebody say top steps back up, guys. Come on. 36 hold. We need to see a new 5-minute candle, a little pullback, then blast. That's what same thing that we were hoping for earlier that didn't happen. All right, let's pull fib on this candle and see here. Let's not even have a pullback. Let's just blast. Might get another retest of that green line. That's the 50% pullback there on this candle. If it only hits this 23 mark, we should get a push. I like it when it just hits the 23. See it barely hit the 23? Go. Come on. We need the 23 to 50 to hold. All right, that's a big wick on the 40%. So all of our entries this morning have been basically based off on that original 15-minute candle from 9 o'clock to 9:15. So the top of this 15-minute candle that we entered a while ago was around the 20 to 25 area. Come on. Oh, damn it. Damn it. Man, runner's about to get stopped out, guys. Son of a bee. Nasty today, guys. Just complete chaos, destruction, just trying to destroy everybody. Golly, man. Come on. Every runner that I've taken on the top side today has just got wrecked. I don't know how many wicks we have that can save us. We got this wick here at the 25. We just took out this first wick. Then we got another wick here. Oh, shit. Never mind. Stop. Yeah, that thing just wrecked everybody. Our runner has been just getting destroyed today, guys. We may get a pushback all the way to the 200. I don't know what the total 50% of this total move is. If you pull fib on this and can see where the 50% mark is of this total move. So right now it looks like it hit right there at the 10. Man. We got up to 70 bucks. We added a little bit more, but we were hoping to get well over 100 with that runner. Ugh. Got to get back above this 35. Thank you for the follow, Michael. Sorry I wasn't looking up there. Thank you, yes, Shane. Maybe if we can get above the, let's see if we can get back above 35. How many times have you pushed that button there, trader? Bear trader. Bear tells everybody she's a button smasher. She's like, push the button. Be like the little girl from, what is it, the Jackie Chan, Chris Tucker movie? You're in long. I like the long too. These candles are scary today, man. These candles are just hard. There's the 40% here at the 200, 210s. Maybe this will be a nice little bull flag here if this can kind of pay out as far as a bull flag goes. The bottom tick injured. Where's your entry from? Man, this 15-minute candle has just been a magnet. I mean, I'd imagine the 15-minute candles look like straight butt. Probably just all wicks. Let's see. Get the 15-minute candle over here. Here we go. The 132. I feel like that's a good target, man. We just gotta get moving back above that green line. Now it'd be nice if this could just turn into a little 5-minute bull flag here. So this prints red, then the next candle. I just hate how big it is. You're looking at like a 20-point stop loss. But I don't like the longs unless we get back above 20s. Where's your stop loss at, Christian? You're still pushing the button? Man, you cannot be pushing the button on the minis over there. Scary. Just get you a couple micros. Today's a micro day. Protect your account. Oh, you want to? Heck yeah. Pass your free eval? Nice. I usually fail those damn things. Anytime I get something free, I'm like, full port. And I end up messing it up. I never have any luck with free stuff. It's almost like I'm trading on a sim account with no value. It's just like, oh, let's just see what it does. Nice on passing the free eval. That'll be a pretty cheap one because I think it's only $40 for the activation fee. I'll be doing one for Apex next Monday. MA. I did one this Monday and Little Bear Trader one. They're free Apex evals. I still have 3 more to give away. Nice. Yeah, you just have to, next Monday, just go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. And then what you'll have to do is just enter it. I'm going to do it next Monday morning, guys, on my YouTube channel. I've tried to figure out how to give away free stuff on TikTok, but I've had no luck figuring it out. So usually what I do is I usually use Streamlabs. And when I do it, you just go in and type !Apex and it puts you in the drawing and it does it random. That way it's, fair. Everybody knows. And I may make 20 here, my line in the sand. So if we start getting back below 20, I'll probably close this. Yeah, my YouTube channel is the same name as the TikTok channel, just Husk Williams. Little Bear Trader won it Monday. Actually, Methodical Man won it, but he donated it to Little Bear. Just because he's a nice guy. You full ported it. Oh. Hey, surprisingly, a Little Bear said that she just passed that free eval. She said she did a full port on it. So, full port. The only thing that I ever will full port if it's a 90% Bulenox account. Anything else, no. Come on, push. Damn it. What is up with me getting wicked today, guys? It's been one of these days I'm just getting wicked. Come on, pop. No. I'm scared of these pullbacks, man. These pullbacks have been insane today. All right, we're just going to leave it here. We're just going to play the 20. That's the top of that 15-minute range. If it stops us out, it stops us out. Look at that. Right? I mean, I'm talking about we probably missed it by a quarter point. So, like I said, we'll do a free giveaway for Apex on Monday morning. Damn it. Runner's going to get stopped out again. Come on. It's close. Close. I feel like my stop loss needs to actually be at the 20, but I don't want to risk the whole profit, so. I may only target this wick up here. I'm not even going to look for a big move here. I'm just going to get what we can. And you got back in long. I like the longs here, Christian. If we can stay above 20, we just got to get away from this freaking kill zone area of this 35, 36, dude. I feel like we should rip. I was hoping we were going to rip earlier, but that was a no-go. This price action's been tough today. Usually what I'm doing is I'm taking the first contract off at 10 points. That way, the reason I do that is so that the next contract I can withstand losing, say, 10 points or something. It'll be like a break-even trade. So it's kind of like a give and take type thing. So I've already got my first contract. I can still risk 10 points here and still be a break-even trade. All right, let's see what kind of pullback we get on this. We can pull fib real quick and see if it's going to be a little pullback. About to have a new candle. 50% is back at my entry. But I'm hoping it just rips. I hope it just takes out these candles out up here. What do you mean, where do you trade? Are you asking what I'm trading on? Like the charts? The charts that I'm using are Ninja Trader charts. These are futures. This is the MNQ. These are the micro markets of the NQ. Because we're just trading basically a eval with Bulenox, which is one's a 50K. I was a double trading this morning or copy trading. So right now we're up 90 in one account, and this 50K we're up 111 if this can hold here. We just need it to hold. I'll clear up some of this mess in here. So so a lot of times since I trade on the 5 minutes, I pull Fibonacci so I can kind of get an idea back where we're going to pull through. So here, you really don't want to see the 50% get broke. You want to see it hold right here, which doesn't look like it's going to. Well, barely. All right, so that was the 50 to 60% of the Fibonacci. I may even risk my 10 points from earlier. I've done a little bit of options. It's been a long time. I did the easy version of options though. I've never done the hard version where you had to like pick if the market's going up or down. I used to do the option side where you just sold 100 contracts to somebody and they either went down or went up. If they went up, they bought at the cost that I sold them or, put them up for. But that's been many, many years ago. I think I did that like 4 or 5 years ago. And I think I only made like $400 or $500 for doing it a couple times. Come on, let's get the boner candle, guys. Boner candle love. Where's your target at, Christian? I'm targeting this wick up here at the 80s with my runners. So hopefully this damn thing doesn't come back and ruin my runner again. I've been stopped out on every runner today, guys. But I've been getting 10 points. But my runners have been getting wrecked. I think above 70, I'm going to go to 49 where these wicks are at and see if these wicks will save me. We got 3 big wicks here on big candles. So I'm hoping that we can at least take some out of this. And I think I will. I think I'm just going to put it right at that 40 level. Just remember, man, the runners have been getting wrecked today. But we're just targeting this wick up here. But we could get stopped at this wick too. That's the only other wick I was worried about right there. So I think if it hits 70, we hit this wick here, I'm going to take my profit target up to 50. I hate when you get stopped out and your whole next good trade is to make up your losses from your previous. That's always the worst. We got 1 minute left on this 5-minute candle. So looking good, looking good. 70 is probably the safer target. But like I said, we hit that 70, we're going to take it up to 49. This way we can at least lock in 20 points. 30 seconds left, 30 seconds. Let's pull fib on this candle real quick and see what kind of pullback we're going to get. I think we're going to end up, if it goes, I think we're going to end up leaving a lot on the table. There's your 70. 50% pull up. Let's see. Wrong part. Wow, 70 on the T. Look, it's this big wick right here. 70 was your safer target, guys. 70 was your safer target. We're hoping this next 5-minute candle just gives a little bit, then rips. Go. I'm going to take as much as I can. I'm not going to be a stickler for freaking 10 points here, guys. All right. So we got 30, 40, 50, 60. We got 40 points locked in. We should get a... That'll give us 50 points if we hit the target here. So close. Come on, 5 minutes. So close, so close. 2 points, like 2 or 3 points. I should have went for 79. I think 79 would have been a good target. That would have been a clean 50 points. That last 10 had to put up a fight. short. I'm going to put it at 79. 79. That'll be 50 points. Come on. Dude, that thing got within like points. This was a trade we wanted this morning, Christian. But I did get a nice push up this morning. Is that I didn't move my stop loss out because I was holding. It looks like we're going to get. Okay, so we didn't get that last 10 points. I knew it was going to be a little bit of battle. I feel like the safest target was probably your 70 here. So that's why we went ahead and just say, I'm not going to worry about an extra 20 bucks. So we had to make up $75 in red this morning. So we could have had a nice $200 day, but instead we're probably just going to end it with this 170. Almost all my trades this morning have been taken off the opening 15-minute candle. So we've been kind of trading between the kill zones from the London high and low. So I had this down here. It's probably going to go now. Probably get that new 5-minute candle. It'll probably rip up to the 90 before it has some kind of pullback. You're going to hold. I think you could probably get up to the 350s, 360s if you're willing to hold. That's what I was holding for this morning. I was looking for a 100-point move when I was long from the 25 or 24 this morning. And I was up 40, 50 points, and I let that damn thing come back and stop me out. So you're still holding? I want to say Methodical Man told me about 360s. What he said, there's a target up at 360, but I can't remember what he said it was. If it was like a normal day, I'd probably be like all about holding, but man. Yeah, you might be able to get a 100-point move today. I want to say over the last few weeks, I've probably got some of the most 100-point trades that I've ever had since I've started trading. Because I've been trying to work more on like just being patient. And even though I get stopped out, you can always re-enter. You just got to minimize your losses. You just can't take those massive losses. Keep your losses small because it only takes one big trade like this to get all your profit back and some. There's the 80. So we didn't want to hold. So we kind of missed out on 20 bucks. Not a big deal. So you should expect some kind of rejection between the 90 and 300 here. That's pretty normal. So you may get a pullback back into the 70s. Here comes the 300. So right here, you may get a pullback. There's your 300. Just hit. Let's see. Worst case scenario, you get a pullback all the way to the 50. And that's 50% of this total move with these three big bullish candles. Or you can just look down the single candle phase. This is what I like to do a lot. Just pull off the single candle. And this is where I'll decide if I'm going to stay in trade sometimes. You'll want to see it pull back between the 23 and 50% and hold. I think this is a good pullback right here at the 40. You can retest this big wick. Because I think this is the big wick from this morning. So maybe a pullback to the 80s, then pop back up. Nice on the hold, Christian. I've been so gun shy with this crazy movement, man. It's so hard because I've lost so many runners this morning that I didn't want to do that again because I've already lost, 3 or 4 runners from pulling back, breaking even, from holding trades up when they're 20 and 30 points. And I just didn't want to do that again. But nice on the hold. The only thing left for me to do is sit here and watch and cheer whoever's left in it. Dude, I think we could have got 100 points, man. I can see us hitting 30 right here. So if we get a pullback, 30, that would have been 100 points off our entry. So that would have been nice. I just didn't have it in me to hold it. I'm expecting some kind of pullback between the 10 and 90 here. A lot of times I will trade off these range on an eval. So I don't know how much everybody watches charts, but I watch a lot. I watch charts a lot, and I've been watching these type levels for a while. So a lot of times, especially on the 1 minute charts, you'll hit the 10, you'll pull back to the 90. Then a lot of times, once we push back above the whole number, I'll get long. So that's probably a 5. That's probably 305. So right at 305. So here, with the pullback, you would want to see like this 90 area between 95 and 90 hold, then rip back above the 300 level. But you're so high up, there's just no way I would get long here at the top here. But if it was like normal price action where you had like a target that you could target to the upside, this high looks like it's back from November 20th. So what's that? Just earlier this week. So here at 310s. So a lot of times I'll take these type trades on an eval trade. Hit between around the 310 area, pull back into the 90s, and when it blasts this whole number, you get long again. How do you trade the downside, or how do you switch to the upside? Oh, you mean like how do I decide if I'm going to go long or short today? Is that what you're asking? Like from going down to going up, Edward? This morning, most of my trades were taken off 2 different levels. So I used the opening 15-minute candle, which is the candle from 9 o'clock to 9:15. Most of the days we have a clean break off of that 9:15, but today we did not. It was super choppy. So I can kind of go back and show you some cleaner charts because that was nasty yesterday. So this was yesterday's 15 minutes, which I missed because I got in like maybe a candle too early. So I tried to play the break. So look, you see, once we broke this 15 minutes, we pretty much sold down before we came back up. 840? We went down over 200 points before we came back down. So early in the morning, a lot of times I'm taking all of my shorts and longs based on what direction we lose this 15-minute candle. Some days are a little better than others, but the last 2 days have been kind of choppy, but it's kind of expected. It's a holiday. I want to say the day before we had a cleaner one. This was the one that I didn't take it, and I should have, because look, here's our 15-minute candle. It even offered a nice little bull flag right before we opened. Look, hit that 3-candle 5-minute bull flag. Man, I wish I'd have got long here. I know Methodical Man took this one, but we blasted, another 150 points. Then it offered another entry, which I was reading the TikTok chat and I missed it. We had a retest. This is the safer trade. If you want the safer one, wait for the retest. So this was the push up, retest that 15 minutes. See how it just right there above it for the retest. Then it was just off to the races all day. Never came back. I mean, there's no such thing as a guarantee winning trade. There's always like this day was super choppy. So you are going to get those choppy mornings. And usually if it's like this, this is, I was talking methodical, man. We just need to stay out of this mess here. So let's see. This one was a nice setup. I remember I took this one a few weeks ago. So this is like one of my favorite setups with the 15 minutes. So see how we manipulated here? We never printed outside of this. We pushed below it, but we never printed. I like this one where we manipulate it, then go back out the top. So we printed out top. This was the top, and this was the wick back into it. This is why I'll be pulling the Fibonacci on the 5 minutes. Then off to the races. What? 800, 300 points to the upside. And also, I add in the IC2 kill zones. This way you can also target. This way you can have targets to shoot for. Let me get back over. Let me do this. This would take too long. And a lot of times I use the ICT kill zones for my targets. Let me bring back over my TradingView page. But this morning we were so close to it that it was right on top of the 15 minutes. So if you go to TradingView and just type in ICT kill zone with pivots, so it'll mark out these levels for you. And what it does, it just gives you levels to target. So this is why I kept saying if we can get a nice print above this 35.40, most of the time it's usually nice and clean. If we print above these levels, we just go up for quite a while. And so this is why we were targeting 40 on that short this morning until whatever happened, it took me out of my trade. There's another thing that I want to start trying in the nighttime, but you don't get trades. Fibonacci is pulled on the candle, so let's see. So on Fibonacci, it's just a percentage. So it goes, the percentages from what? 20 or from 20 to all the way back to 100. On trading or Ninja, hit the little pencil there, stroll down, and it's already there. You just click on Fibonacci retracement. So here's that first move. You start at the bottom and you pull to the top of this leg. So see how this leg right here was the top of this leg? Where did it pull back to? 50% of the move before it ripped again. So see, top of the leg, 50% pullback. And then it took off again. This was the long that we got in a while ago. The next leg you could pull, bring the bottom over to here, because this is the bottom of the leg. And you can almost get an idea where this thing is going to probably pull back to. And a lot of times I use this if I'm going to hold my trade, because a lot of times if we start losing over 50% of the total trade, I start getting nervous and want to leave the thing. Now, I'm not sure how Fibonacci works on everything else. I'm just used to using NinjaTrader. I know anytime I've tried to use any kind of other trading platform, I struggle a little bit because I've been trying to get used to using Quantower, because I wanted to use the Paideus accounts, because every now and then they put them on sale for $8, even though I blew my $8 account, but a couple weeks ago. No, I don't even know what I've heard of Whoops apps, but I've never been on Whoop apps, so I couldn't tell you what that is. I've heard of it, but I don't have one. But there's plenty of videos on NinjaTrader. A lot of people use NinjaTrader. So there's tons of videos, like if you don't know something. I think the hardest part with NinjaTrader, where I struggled a little bit, I may make another video on it, because I think I deleted a lot of my videos, is setting up your accounts. So right now, these are my Apex and Bulanox accounts. So, and that's under connections. So if you just use Ripnik, you only can have one connection. So the thing to do is use Ripnik and put all your other accounts on TradeAvate. So this is a TradeAvate account that I got connected to Ninja, and this way I can copy trade as many accounts as I want. So like Methodical Man, I want to say he's copy trading like 30 something accounts that way. What's your target? Yeah, see, I've never tried options with, like normally. I think with the options, you definitely got to be pretty good at the technical analysis of the, stocks or whatever you're buying the options. And see, I don't really do too good with that. With day trading, I just tell myself I just trade the moment. I don't really care what happened yesterday or what happened for most part. It's just all about what's happening at the moment. Because, most of our trades are only within like, what, 1 minute to maybe 15, 20 minutes. The SPY moved over 1,000% today. See, I don't think I've ever traded the SPY either. I tried to trade the YM, but I really wasn't having very much luck. So I haven't really done that much lately either. So I think we still going to move up because a lot of times if you get a big bullish move up and you start consolidating sideways, I think you'll still get a move to the upside, Christian, if you're still holding that trade. So you just don't want it to leave this box. If it can stay within this idiot box, dude, I think you're good. But if it starts breaking out this box, that's where I'll be like, I don't really have a desire to use it because I don't know what it's for. Yeah, I'm older. I keep most of my stuff pretty simple. If we break the top of this box, Christian, we should get a pop. We just got to get out of this idiot box. Guys, we're probably going to be done trading today. I'm just sitting here just watching charts and seeing how much profit Christian gets. Okay, so WhatsApp uses options to trade for like same day? Is that what you're saying, Christian? What are you targeting, Christian? Are you going to hold this thing for a while or you got a target that you're looking for? So what's your target? Okay, so you do the same day options. All right, nice. So next Monday, guys, if you guys will go like subscribe to my YouTube channel, I was going to do a free giveaway. The only reason why I have to do it on YouTube, unless someone can tell me where to go, I was trying to figure out how to do giveaways on TikTok because I have 3 Apex accounts that we're going to be giving away. We gave away one Monday. And the lady that won it, she passed it, she said. I guess she full ported it. I guess since it was free, she was like full port. so now she gets basically a funded APEC account for $40, which is crazy cheap. $40 for a funded account. Because I only know how to do the giveaways on Streamlabs. And I don't think TikTok has something like that I'm aware of. I know they do giveaways and stuff like that, but I just don't know how to use it. Because I've just started, I've used TikTok quite a bit, but I've just recently started doing it on a consistent basis, basically. So let's see if I can do where's that? Giveaways. So like this is how it works with Streamlabs. So basically I set up the giveaway and in my lobby, you just do the exclamation Apex and it enters you. And then I just pick winner and it picks it automatically. Like it just assigns it. This way it's pretty much fair. No one feels like no one's getting favorites or anything like that. And I don't know if TikTok has something like that. Christian, what's your target? Wow, man, we're only 10 points away from our original entry of 100 points. Almost wish I'd have stayed on board with you. Look, we broke out of the stupid box. We may also be back for a little bit for. Woo! Here's the 100-point entry, the 29. Wow. I was already kind of scared of all the pullbacks this morning, so I just didn't have it in me to hold it for that 100 points today. Nice on the hold, Christian. Man, insane. We left a lot on the table. We ended up closing our trade at 70. I was targeting 80. And so what did we leave? Another 50 points. 50 points. I think if you just got in, I would definitely stick to probably micros if you can. And probably just watch a lot of charts. I've been doing this for a few years now, and I watch charts all the time. Almost too much is probably too much sometimes. But I like looking for patterns. So that's what I watch charts when I watch is patterns. And also some days if you come here, if I say, hey, if I'm using a eval, a lot of times I use my evals for practice. So a lot of times people are like, why'd you take that? It's like, I don't know. I'll practice with my evals. We took our long at 229. Yeah, 229 was our long. We took it for 50 points. I know Christian also took the long, and I think he's still in it. As far as what charts I trade on, I like to trade on Ninja, but I also feel like Tradingvate charts are probably the easiest to trade on because that's what I used when I first started trading. And I like Tradingvate accounts. I have all my stuff just running through Ninja. But Tradingvate's real easy to operate. I think 60 is probably the line in the sand up there because I think Methodical Man told me something about 60, but I don't remember what's going on up there. So this is why I like Tradingvate. Tradingvate's super simple. So you can just buy, sell, market. Pretty normal. You can just right click on it, then place order. These are like your times. So if you want the 5 minute, the 1 minute, this is a little whatever kind of candlesticks you like to trade off of. Your chart settings. Indicators, yeah, right there. They got different indicators that you can use. But I haven't traded on these charts in years. But I do have Tradingvate accounts because I didn't know about this a while back. I wish I'd have known it sooner because I wouldn't have been buying Ripnik accounts. So with Ripnik accounts, you only can have one Ripnik account logged in at a time. So I have those two accounts that you just saw over there on Tradingvate. I also have them over here on Ninja. And this way you can copy trade them or you can switch in between them. And it's just easier to operate with everything in one place. So whatever from now on, if someone offers Tradingvate, if I'm just wanting to try a new prop firm, it's definitely Tradingvate. because you only can have one Riptic account. Oh, it's the same thing with the whale bull. See, I've never used those charts either, Christian. Are you still in the trade, Christian? Dude, you're about to hit 100 points, man. That is freaking awesome. There's nothing like a good 100-point a day. This morning was rough, though. This morning could have destroyed you, and you might have not even been hanging around to even get this move. So that's the importance of not oversizing sometimes, that you can take a little loss. Because Christian took a little loss earlier, he said. I don't know what he got stopped out on, but then I guess he still had room, and he's been in this trade for 100 points right now. So we could move back to the downside between this 360 and 340. And see, that's where I wanted to hold this morning when I got long somewhere around here. But I want to say it was this candle here that I got long. It was the first break. We had the wick, and it went up 50 points. This is why I got so nervous about holding that trade earlier, because I thought that because my runner got stopped out, and I only made like 10 or 20 bucks on this trade because I held the runner. Okay, so the 361 is the November 17th daily high is what Outer is saying. Oh, and it was the 4-hour high. Okay, so you are targeting the 360s. Well, I have to be in an hour, so this 11:30 was my kind of line in the sand. So I have to head out, but I'm going to come back in the morning and we'll see what the price action looks like for Thanksgiving morning. I don't expect a lot. It could just be straight butt. But thank everyone for showing up watching today. Have a good Thanksgiving if you're not on the charts tomorrow. Hopefully everybody has a family and stuff to go spend time with and hang out, maybe have dinner, have a few drinks later. Nice. Let's see. Live stream. All right. With that one. Have a good Thanksgiving outer if you celebrate Thanksgiving. I know some people celebrate it, some don't. I'm not sure. All cultures are different.